Back in Week 1, the Cowboys won a thriller in their last game against the Giants. Can New York even the score? Find out next on Madden Football.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Here's Robinson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. On 1st and 10, Prescott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown, Cowboys! Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Off the play fake. McAllister. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off play action. McAllister. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Robinson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
These 2 teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Prescott now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. McAllister. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
31's the mark. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on second, rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home. 6. Off play action. McAllister going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown.
Cam Akers, as time expires
throws in the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the play fake, McAllister. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll run here with Akers. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Robinson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. It's complete to Fuller. 7 yards the pick up there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Akers has got the first down and then some, as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to throw again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Off play action. McAllister. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Robinson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here's Robinson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. One last shot now for Prescott. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big